Hey YouTube subscribers and other viewers, just before I get into the video today, I wanted to show you this cool little pin there. I don't know if you can see if it's focusing good here. Yeah, there it is. It looks like a little fish tank with a little fish, but it's in the shape of a skull. That's a neat little pin my niece Lola gave me, so thank you very much, Lola. Like I said in one of my other videos, everybody in the family knows I like skulls, so it wasn't even my birthday, so but anyway, no, that was great. I really appreciate that, and I'll be wearing it on my hat from now on, or visor, I guess. But anyway, with that said, I wanted to get into another yarn today. This one is about back when my wife and I first moved out together. We wasn't married yet, but this was in the first home we rented. It was actually just a couple houses up from where my niece Lola lives, actually. And we had this old, I don't know if anybody knows them. If I can find an example of it, I'll put a picture up here somewhere of what we called around here a Kemac stove. I think Kemac was actually a brand name, but what it was an old, it was like a kitchen wood stove. It was probably like the kitchen stove of the day there before they had electric kitchen stoves. And it would run on just wood or wood and oil. So anyway, I used to use what we called slab wood around here. I'd go to the local wood mill and just get the outside cut-offs of the trees that they cut off that was too thin to make lumber. And you get it for like, you get like a truckload for $5. So I was brought that home, would cut it up with a power saw and use that to burn wood, but it was softwood, mostly softwood, and you didn't get a whole lot of heat out of it, but it was enough to heat the house. So. But anyway, one day my wife's best friend and her fiance at the time, I think, that I got to be really good friends with him as well. They were coming down for a visit, stay all night, and we were going to have a couple of drinks or whatever. And we were going to make these pizzas, and my buddy there at the time, he was driving like this big full-size Crown Vic or Lincoln Town Car or something at the time, and it had this great big old trunk onto it. And he had an old wood pile behind his house that the people who lived there before he was living into it had a wood stove in there, but there was no wood stove in there when he lived there, so it was just going to waste, and it was good hardwood. So he loaded up his big old trunk there full of hardwood and brought it down to me there, and we were burning the hardwood in the Kemac stove, and man, it got so hot in there that we had to open up all the windows and doors and stuff there. And my friend there, he was just a little skinny fella, and I'm a big guy. We were so hot he had to borrow a pair of my shorts, and he had to tie string right tight there. They could wrap it around you twice. It was very funny to see him with my shorts on. But anyway, we decided we was going to make up pizzas, so we made these two homemade pizzas, and we always liked to doing the homemade pizzas, because like when you put on your own toppings, man, a lot of times the toppings are even thicker than the crust, like. And so anyway, me and my buddy there, we were just joking around where we had the wood stove so hot. The thermostat on the front of the oven part of the wood stove there, the needle was buried right out of sight on the high side. So we said, well, we'll cook one pizza out here in this oven, and you cook yours in the conventional oven, and we'll see which one finishes faster. So anyway, Anyway, sure enough, that's what we did. The girls put the one pizza in the electric oven, and we put that one in there. And man, after 3 or 4 minutes, I checked on ours, and the cheese had already browned up and was melted down right good. Man, it was done in it was done in pretty well like 5 minutes. So anyway, we ended up, we got the big kick out of it that it had cooked so fast, and then we ended up taking the other one out of the conventional oven and putting it in the wood stove to finish it. It only finished in a couple of minutes. But anyway, no, that was just a little funny yarn. I remember that I wanted to tell. It was, but man, we couldn't believe it how fast it had cooked. I mean, it only stands to reason with the higher temperature it would cook faster, but it was just amazing to us because we started it out not knowing whether it was going to cook at all. Like, we didn't know how it would work. But anyway, but yeah, with that, I'll say, remember, if you can't laugh with me, laugh at me, but keep laughing. Have a nice day.